We're going to find some sales and some fails. We're going to see what we can get for MSRP or less. But first, before we do that, remember we're Pokepasoda. We're on YouTube, and we're at 76 subs right now, trying to get to that magic number 100. Help us get there. We're going to do a fun little giveaway when we get there. So definitely like, subscribe, and share, and just become a member of our community. Pokemon community has been great to us, and we just want to spread the word and just give some of our knowledge that we've done while we've been in the Pokemon community. So like, subscribe, and share. Here we go. First thing we're going to start off is with TCG, and you're going to see some of these single cards that are going for Journey Together. Now, Journey Together prices have started to plummet. Does that mean it's a bad set? Not really. Journey Together is kind of like the battle styles for the Scarlet and Violet era. Battle styles didn't really have a lot of hype when it first came out. It's set on the shelves for absolute ever, but battle styles really wasn't a bad set. Journey Together, I've enjoyed opening, and I actually really like it. Now you'll see the Lili's Clefairy, the first one here. It's had a $200 market value. This has went down roughly about, close to 50%. This is at 105 right now. The Enzoric is down to 105 right now. That's a $200 card, $250 card at the pre-release. Some of the other ones looking at the Articuno is right around $30. That has been between the $30 and $40. The big one that we'll see is this Enzoric. This is the actual gold card. Typically gold cards, except for Crown Zenith, don't really stand the test of time. This Enzoric and the Iono's Belly Bolt have done really well. The Enzoric's at about $40 with the Iono's Belly Bolt at about $30. Now you're going to notice there's a bunch of different ones on here. The Hops Snorlax GameStop promo, these are tough to find. Why are they tough to find? Because typically the GameStop employees seem to never have any on hand, which is weird because these things sell pretty well. If I'm a GameStop employee and I have 100 of those in my drawer and they're selling for $28 each, not too shabby of a little weekend getaway when you sell all those cards on TCG Player. Again, there's no one that's going to be able to say you did or did not do it, but there's a reason why the GameStops typically never have these. Now let's check out Menards, okay? Now when you look at Menards, of course, they have these good old tins and the balls, but remember, these are tough to find. If you do get a chance to find them, typically they're in-store pickups. Going over to Amazon's, checking out some Prismatic, you'll notice that the surprise boxes are still around $100, but the poster collection is around $50. It's creeping up a little bit. I think there definitely is going to be a restock of these. Now, checking out some just Pokemon card deals, if I could type correct. And we'll see what we have here. Nothing crazy is going to jump out. You're going to see the Paldean Fate booster bundles, $74, pretty high. Those have been in the store lately, and typically when people go and buy these, you can find them on marketplaces around you for $45 to $50 on the secondhand market. Scalpers are really having a tough time selling them. Journey Together's ETBs at $90. That's pretty high here. The Holiday 2024, the Paradox Fury, 9 packs in there for $57. Not bad. Shroud Fables at $55. You can usually find these on the shelves at Walmart, but $55 free shipping, not too bad right there. Let's see if we can find something that just jumps out that's crazy for us. Not seeing a lot. These Surging Spark right here for $30. Not too bad. They did have, I don't see it on here, but they did have SV base booster boxes for $170, I think, or $160. There's only 6 of them that were left. I just checked. Nope, right here. $170, 11 left right here. If you need SV base, these will be delivered between June 6th and June 10th. What does that mean? It means a distributor prior reached out and said, hey, we have these boxes that'll be available. This is when they'll be available. That typically means a restock did happen of these. So if you're looking for SV base, $170 right there is a pretty good price. Now, looking over at Costco, nothing here unless you want some of these good micro SD cards for your Nintendo Switch. Sad. Looking at Best Buy. Best Buy is like the best try you can have out there because they typically have nothing. When we go through there and just check out for Pokemon cards, typically they'll have the Charizard Premium Collection is what it'll be. Nothing too crazy right there. And they're usually at $80 MSRP. Again, I would buy that at Sam's Club. We'll show you that later. The other thing that Best Buy is going to have, for some reason, if it would load, it's going so slow. This is crazy. Maybe something's going on where Best Buy's site is down and out, but we'll see. But Best Buy, we'll just skip on from here because typically all they have is battle decks. Now, looking over here at the good Target, you'll see Target has some prismatic stuff that's up there, basically secondhand market. Now, the one thing I want to tell you is that's coming out here, Friday, April 25th, is going to be the Prismatic Evolutions accessory pouch. Okay. Now, what a lot of people don't understand is the difference between a restock and a reprint is when Pokemon says, hey, we got to do this. Now, for every second that Pokemon's not printing, they're losing money. So Pokemon wants to print to capacity all the time. Typically, when they do a reprint or they're printing sets, they're months out in advance with this. So if there's going to be a reprint on these, they've been doing it already. If there's a restock, so Pokemon, what they do is they print packs. That's all they do. Okay. They have a palette of packs right over here. And then someone says, you know what? Let's make a super premium collection. So what they do is they figure out, hey, that super premium collection has 12 packs. They walk over to this palette, grab 12 packs. They put in the super premium collection. There's no machine that is making these things, these surprise boxes, these premium collections, the gift boxes. You have to grab the packs physically and put them in there is what they're doing. So that's why you sometimes will see these gift boxes that come out, like, let's say 2 or 3 years from now. And you're like, whoa, this is crazy. It has a Lost Origins pack in there. It's because Pokemon had a palette of Lost Origin packs that were singles saying, hey, let's just stuff those in there and try to get rid of product. It's not that they reprinted it. It's just they restocked it is what they did. Okay. Now, the one time with a distributor, if they actually call you up and say, hey, how many of these do you want? They're going to be reprinted. That's different. But if they call up and say, hey, this is how many we have available. Do you want any? That's a restock. So the few people I've talked to, I know Bulbacar's just did a video on this where he said in the last 5 years, his distributors have called twice and said, hey, how many of these do you want? We're going to reprint these. That's it. So usually it's a restock is what it is. So that's neither here nor there sometimes, but just some people get confused with it. Now, if we're checking out just some Pokemon cards and stuff on here, you'll see they do have these at $77. Nothing too crazy coming up here. Stellar Crown, geez, $80 for Build and Battle. Great. A lot of this stuff, secondary market stuff. The battle decks are all over the place. Just crazy on here. Nothing really on there. Still, Best Buy's still down and out. Not sure what's up there. Heading over to Pokemon Center. Now, Pokemon Center just did restock some stuff. They had the luxury tins, Love Ball tins. They had the Rotom tins, and they had the Surging Sparks Build and Battle. I was able to get a few of those on there. So if you were able to get the Surging Sparks, is limited to one. Okay. Same with the luxury balls, the love balls, and then the Rotom tins. So if you had a chance to get those, absolutely not too bad. Now you look, there's only 7 things that are left in stock. Let's see which one of those is selling out the most or the quickest. And of course, it's the combined powers because this is trash, 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 trash. Yeah, you get some packs at least. So not bad. Combined powers has 10 packs in it. Pretty good. About $6 a pack for your MSRP on there. Now, heading over to Sam's Club, if you don't have one of these classic collection boxes, it's no surprise what you're opening. You know it's exactly what's going to be in there, but it's still worth getting. I have a few of these I'm holding on to. I think in the long run, they're going to be pretty cool. Now, the Charizard EX Premium Collection, again, you're getting 10 packs in here. You get the figure, the 10 packs at the $50 mark or $5 a pack. Plus, you have the figure, which is $10 to $15 if you sell it on eBay. It's a cool figure. It's a card holder, but that's all that Sam's Club has right now. Our Sam's Club never did get the prismatic mini tins like it said it was going to for Easter. Not sure really what happened there. Head over to Shields, Battle Styles right here. You can get Battle Styles for the amazing price of $9 a pack. And if you click on it, there's 4 available. So just a little while ago, I clicked on, there were 6 available. So some poor sucker paid $9 a pack for Battle Styles. Heading over to Walmart, Journey Together. Journey Together has been decreasing slowly. Again, the booster boxes are about $210 right here. These ETBs, this one right here is a regular one. So for $80, you'll find these cheaper than that. They're usually on Walmart shelves. This last restock we had last week, about each Walmart had about 10 of these. People are still wiping them off the shelves for some reason. I really don't know. And then the Pokemon Center ETB at $165, that's a little high. On TCG Player, I believe it's only about $130. So if you don't have one, you can still pick one up pretty cheap. Now, let's just check out, just see what Pokemon cards, Walmart does have in stock. Maybe GT Collectibles has stocked something else. Right here, we have the Shroud Fables for $55. Booster bundles at $50, pretty high. Surprise box at 100's high. 51 or $151 for $70, pretty high, considering how many of those have been printed out there. Surging Sparks booster bundle, you can find them cheaper a lot of other places online. Temporal Forces at $73. Holy smokes, those are online all the time. Amazon especially. So I'm not really seeing much that's jumping out here, guys. These Legendary Warriors, those are popping up quite a bit in the Walmarts. I definitely wouldn't pay the $120-$189 for that. I can't believe that's saved with Walmart. Who's selling this product? Oh, Exchange Goods. So it's not even Walmart. So Walmart doesn't have much. Five Below, nothing on there. They're cooked. Macy's, nothing on there except a dude in a swimsuit, and this person's saying like, yo, let's party. So we'll see what happens. Magic Madhouse for Pokemon. Let's check out and see what they have going on. They've had a few good deals on here. Prismatic at $11. Not too bad per pack. 151 poster collection at $80 is nuts. That's 3 packs in there plus a poster you'll never use. Twilight Masquerade at $235 is not a bad deal. And then they have the sleeved for $6 or they have the regular for $6. Buy the sleeved if you're going to. The problem is with the regular packs is once you're opening a booster box and you hit the good card in there, maybe the SIR, the SAR, people will not open the rest of those booster packs because they're not going to hit anything that's better. So a lot of the times they're not weighing the packs, but they're taking the best packs that they've opened. Then they're saying, hey, I'm just going to just take my losses with the rest of them, and they sell them as singles. That's why you never want to buy 36 single packs. Okay. Stellar Crown, 76. That's pretty high. These Crown Zenith Pikachu VMAX special boxes, these were $25, of course, when they came out like a year ago or 2 years ago. But these are hitting the shelves again. So if you do see those on the shelf, you'll probably get them for the $25, $30 price point. And those do have 5 Crown Zenith in them, so they're worth it. 151, 10 set, $375. Holy smokes. So if you look at that, that's going to be $37.50 per 10 is what they're having in the mat. And you get 2 packs in there. So those are selling for roughly, oh my gosh, that's going to be, I mean, we're talking $18 a pack for 151. That's insane. But we got Crown Zenith for $16 a pack. That's just as insane. So I don't know what glue is being sniffed here, but I'm going to need some of that. Going to page 2 on here. Check Lane Blisters right here, the Chilling Reigns, $9, not bad. If you don't have any in your collection, definitely worth it. A Fusion Strike at $11, man, that's crazy. So that's Magic Madhouse. Let's go to Bulba Cards. Check out some Pokemon, see what they got here. They did have a few things restocked, but they got the Paradox Flash Tins for $30. That's not too bad right there. Pencil boxes for $14, comes with 2 packs. Those are going to be Scarlet and Violet, and a bunch of Japanese stuff. Bulba Cards just really hasn't had much. Now, Safari Zone, you're going to be surprised here as they did have a big restock here. You're going to see SV base for $180. Again, $170, you can get it there on Amazon, but $180 right here, you'd probably get it a lot sooner. Also, Surging Sparks at $240. I'm going to come out with a video in a couple of days of why Surging Sparks will be down in price and why Pokemon will do a reprint or a restock. Again, here we got Paradox Race for $190. That's not a bad price. Japanese at $160. I'm not saying I would do it, but Japanese at $160, $151 is not bad. Going through these, Surging Sparks at $43, way cheaper on Amazon, way cheaper in Walmart too. Let's go Obsidian for $200. Sleeved packs of Journey for $6. If you can't find them, that's a good place to get them. Surprise boxes at $71. Would I buy this? Probably not. Is this the best deal I've seen online? Absolutely. If you've never opened a surprise box, it's 4 packs of Prismatic. We did a video on it when they came out, and you get a secret card. Okay. It's going to be one of the 8 evolutions, I believe, or 9 evolutions. I can't remember how many there were. And it'll have the Prismatic logo etched on it. It's not smooth. It's actually got some texture to it. So surprise box, if you don't have one, want one for your collection or to open, right here's the place to get it. Not enhanced version of the box for $200. Journey Together ETBs for $75. If you do not have Paldean Fates, we're talking with the Squirrel Ridge, the Meowscarda, or the Quaxquavel EX. These 3, if you don't have them, $85 isn't too bad. These come with quite a few packs in them, and they're pretty fun to open. So you can get the whole set of 3 of those for about $250. The Azure Tins are on here for $35. MSRP on those was $27. Head over to page 2. Wow, Safari Zone has a lot of stuff. This kind of shows to me that a restock had happened. And the reason they have Obsidian 3 packs at $25 when MSRP is $15 on these, I bet their distributor is selling them to them for about $15. And so that's why it's a restock and not a reprint. Their distributors are just starting to get them. And all those extra packs and stuff, a lot of the times Pokemon's like, what do we do with them? Then they say, hey, let's just sell them to MJ Holding. And they do. And that's when you have all those mystery boxes come out, the 3 packs in them where you have a chance at a vintage one or something. Sword and Shield, Build and Battle Box for $50. If you don't have one, good collection piece. They got a lot of stuff on here. Holy smokes. Let's end off with Josh's cards. Let's go to what's in stock. And this will probably be sad. Yep. We got battle decks. That's it. Graded cards. Just terrible. So that's what we got today, guys, for our buys and tries, steals and deals, sales and fails. If you do like our content, definitely like and subscribe. We've gotten a few more subs this week. We're trying to get to that lucky number 100 by the end of April. So hit us up with a comment. Let us know what you think. And if you're around the central Nebraska area and you want to know when some restocks happen, just hit me up here on a comment. I'll let you know whenever I see something. But you guys, hope you have a great day. Have a great weekend. Remember, catch them all.